got off the bus from Sea Caucus. My cousin Gina moved to Burbank, and we were all jealous of her. And I was so tired. I've been sitting on my ass for 3 days, and she's like, "You need to change. We're going out tonight." And I'm like, okay. And she throws these vinyl pants to me that I gotta put on. They got tiger stripes on them. They're crazy. I never wore anything like this in my life. And I'm like, I gotta change in the car? And she's like, change in the car. We're going to the Sunset Strip, baby. Rainbow Room. And I'm like, okay, the Rainbow Room. Sounds like this uppity jazz club where movie stars hang out, and I don't know what to expect. So we go down there, we park. Now, Gina is a host of this public access music show called Metal Memoirs. They don't pay her anything, but she interviews bands and she gets a lot of free records and a lot of free music. So concert tickets, things like that, it's worth it. So she's determined to get an interview tonight. And for some reason, I gotta be the cameraman. So she hands me this gigantic camera that I never operated before in my life. And she's like, you gotta film me. I'm gonna get an interview tonight because there's tons of famous people in there. I know there's gonna be a rock star. I need to get one for my show. So we get in line. The line is around the block. It takes us an hour to get close to the front door. And I'm like, Gina, I just wanna go to sleep. I'm about to pass out. I'm hot. These vinyl pants are squeezing the life out of me. It's time to go. And just as I'm about to pass out, I hear this voice. It's deep. It's British. And I turn around, and there's this scraggly black hair, and these leather pants, and this mustache, and these 2 gigantic moles on his face. And I'm like, that's Lemmy. That's Ace of Spades, Lemmy. You girls want to go to the VIP room with me? And I'm like, Gina? And she's like, yes. And he grabs us by our hand and drags us into the club in front of all these people. And I'm like, Lemmy, we're with Lemmy. And we go inside, and there's a sea of people, and they're the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life. The guys, they've got more rouge than my Aunt Rose. The girls, they look like Olivia Newton-John with big hair and leather pants and big tits, like high-class strippers. These girls were like so beautiful. I didn't know what to do with myself. And I almost don't notice, to my left, at a table, 2 girls on each arm, 2 girls under the table, if you know what I'm saying. Big spiky black hair and eyeliner the size of Texas, and he's so hot and doing lines on the table and doing shots with all his friends, and all I want to do is be a part of it. And Lemmy's like, oi girls, go upstairs and meet me later. I got business to attend to. And I'm like, okay. And Gina's like, come on, we're going to VIP if it takes us all night. So he ditched us, it's okay. She takes me by the hand, we go upstairs, and I'm like, VIP? If this is the regular room, what the hell does VIP look like? And we go upstairs, and there's a concert playing. There's a band on stage. It's this little guy, curly black hair. Everybody's got black hair. And he's like up to my chin short. And I'm like, this is great. Oh, wait a minute. Gina, that's Dio. Rainbow in the Dark, Dio on stage. Oh my God, I've never seen Dio before in my life. Here he is, 10 feet in front of me in this tiny little room playing a concert just for me and Gina and a few other people. I feel so special. And Gina just waits by the stage patiently, rocking out, and I'm just like carrying this gigantic camera like, ah! And Dio comes off the stage just as he's done, and he gives me a big hug, like he's known me his whole life. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm such a big fan, I love you, Dio. Would you mind if my friend Gina would interview you for her show? And he's like, no problem. And I'm like, this guy's the nicest guy I've ever met in my life. He's all scary and mean and singing on TV and everybody's like afraid of him, but he's so nice. And Gina is just on fire. Interviewing him, my hands are shaking, the camera's about to fall to the ground, it's so heavy, but Dio, man, he's the best. And it was just such a special time. I'm like, this is the greatest moment in my life. I mean, I'm waiting tables in Sea Caucus at McFinley's Pub, and it's the shittiest life. And I come here, and I'm hanging out with Dio, and Lemmy, and Nikki Sixx, and I'm feeling like the coolest girl in the world. And you know, the day it died was the day Smells Like Teen Spirit went to #1 on the radio. I remember that day. As it started to fade away, it just gave me such comfort that we had these memories. And you know, some of us never left. And that's okay. You just gotta go down to the Sunset Strip and there's still people around. Spandex, lipstick, rouge, big hair. It's still there. I have some lyrics I want to read from Dio. Metal will never die. Feel the danger, see the glory, hear the thunder of a heavy metal. It will take you, hypnotize you. Raise your fist with a rebel yell. I am metal and I'll never die. We are metal and will never die. I will crank you up, you can't bring me down. I will make you high, metal will never die. Nothing evil, nothing sacred, just a power that's been created, there to take you and possess you. Shout it out with a voice from hell. I am metal and I'll never die. We are metal and will never die. Yeah. Rest in peace. Thank you.